Shout out to everybody who's joined the chat. Like, share, subscribe. That's how you help us. I appreciate you guys. Who's this? Tori, what's good? That's my Virgo twin out there. That's Tori, my baby. She used to cheer me on. I used to cheer her on. I almost ran her over in the football game though. It was funny. That's how we became best friends.
Or we could call him the Viceroy. Call him the Viceroy.
But the thing that I just always want to pull back on, I want to see a better version of our country being led, period.
It's not going to happen, bro.
It is going to happen. It's already happening.
Dude,
it's already happening.
You know what I love most about you is how altruistic you are. It's one of your intrinsic qualities. You believe that people who know better will ultimately do better.
Yes.
But I don't believe that. See, I tell my wife this all the time. Believe the best in people, but don't expect the best. Do not expect the best. So I don't expect the best, especially from somebody who gets hundreds of millions of dollars to run for political office. I'm not trusting it. Ever.
But guess what? I'm not trusting in Joe Biden to be some altruistic black savior. I'm just happy he came to remove the devil we know. That's all. From here on out, we can start talking about how to get his ass in order.
Yeah. I see. Shout out to Jesse. He said, "Yeah, at work." He said he happy with the result. I'm sure you are, Jesse. But again, the one thing I love.
Hi, Auntie BC. Go on Facebook so you can talk to me and hear my co-host, Auntie BC. Get off of IG. we got family members from Africa.
What does that part mean? I hear so many people saying that now off of a TDE song. Yeah.
Oh, like it's implying that whatever was just said, that's the sauce. That's the cherry on top.
I mean, I get that, but it's hard to do that in the chat because we don't know who that part you're that parting.
She's probably talking about when I was going on my damn rant.
Well,
let's go here real quick. That's it. Look, what up, Doc? Doc has been in here all 3 days. Yeah. What up, Doc?
Shout out to Doc. You like first vice, man. That sounds weird. Like it none of that. We wanted the evil out. Okay, skip over it. Okay, so you just replace one evil with another. Like this is what I love about my people, huh?
Is he evil though?
Oh, okay. If anybody who spends their entire life as a politician and gets hundreds of millions of dollars, I don't care what side, blood or crip, you are a wicked human being.
Eric, you're saying anybody who's a leader, anyone who has an nation to want to be a leader is evil. That you cannot say that. You cannot say that.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, then explain, because that's what it sounds like to me.
No, anybody who, again, when you take hundreds of millions of dollars from especially from Wall Street to run for the highest office in the land, there is a huge issue. But I'm so glad. I love my friends in the chat because it's going to take 2 years before you guys understand, because you don't understand.
Eric, you're literally trying to make an argument for Trump right now. Quit defending him.
No, stop it, dudes. Don't say that ever again. I'm not.
Then why won't you why won't you give him the benefit of the doubt? Why won't you give Biden the benefit of the doubt?
I cannot give any politician the benefit of I cannot give any politician the benefit of the doubt. The thing that I've been consistent about is that, especially for black folks, why the hell are we so happy or so sad about whatever politician it is? They never, ever do anything for black people. Nothing. And I tell you this, and Heero disagrees with me, but black people have a personal responsibility to take care of black people. We're going to have 4 years of lip service and no real action. We have several presidents in the past that we can go back and look at this stuff. I like that you giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying he's going to do X, Y, and Z. And maybe I'll be wrong. Hopefully I'll be wrong. But I don't believe that I am, because history has proven it out time and time again. Black folks put all their confidence in somebody only to get let down.
So then let's talk about some things that Biden needs to be doing to make you happy. Huh?
No, he doesn't need to make me happy. He can't make me happy. And my
happiness
sure he can.
Is my responsibility. Eric, tell me, there's got to be something Biden can do.
My happiness is my responsibility again.
Okay, that's a fact.
Okay, so
what about making the less fortunate people in America happy?
No, again, happiness is a personal issue. There's nobody outside.
Okay, better lifestyle. You want me to chase it? Okay, I'll chase it. Sure.
No, better words. So in order to increase the
quality of life.
Quality of life. There we go. We agree on that. The quality of life for Black people. I just read you the article. I'm gonna actually read it right now. It's on Vox. Vox is a liberal outlet, but
it's not liberal. It's just facts. Like, stop doing that.
No, okay, well, I'm glad you said it's facts. I'm gonna read a fact that they posted. They said the median wealth and income for a Black family in 2019 was just $24,100 for a single person and $46,073 for a couple. That is extremely below the poverty line. Extremely below. So you know what we need? We need to quit telling, and the people in the chat who've gone to college, we need to quit telling Black people as a whole that college is the only solution.
But that's not a fair statement, because you don't.
It is.
You can't tell me that those median numbers are college graduates. You can't tell me that
it says the median.
You can't tell me that vast majority of them are college educated.
It says the median wealth for Black families. What part of that don't you understand?
Once again, you could have a Black family and not have an education.
Heero, it's a stat. It's taking the median wealth of all Black families. That's all
Black families. But if you take out the people who are college educated, who boost this number, there are less college educated people than there are uneducated people.
But Heero, a person does not have to be college educated to make a living above.
But you being college educated gives you a better opportunity to do so.
I'm not going to argue that point with you. It's meaningless to do so. What I am saying, though, is Black people in this country, there's avenues to get above poverty, and we need to be focusing on that. So as far as what Joe Biden and his administration can do, number one, you got to have prison reform. We got to have absolute prison reform. We got to get marijuana off the drug schedule. That's something he can do. Get marijuana off the drug schedule. Completely take it off. Completely decriminalize, legalize, whatever you want to call it. I don't care which one you do, but you need to do that, number one. Because we've had, since the Reagan administration, we've had over 850,000 Black men incarcerated, period. Now, and I'm just from looking at the crime statistics, a little less than 40% of those are for nonviolent drug offenses. So if we do the maths on that, that's like over 350,000 Black men just put into the prison system for some weed or some other drug. It's probably weed.
But once again, are you blaming the Biden administration for this?
Listen, you're not listening here.
I'm hearing you. I'm just adding context to it.
No, what I'm saying is we need the drug decriminalized. We need it taken off the drug schedule. This is going to stop the assault on Black men. This is going to limit the amount of Terry stops, because now I can't hit you for weed. I suspect you have weed. This is a huge problem. You know how many times me and my friends have gotten popped for weed or accused of having weed? Roll the window down, getting stopped. Oh, it smells like cannabis in the car. No, you're trying to falsely put something on the record so that you have a probable cause to put me out of my car. I'm not an idiot. Anyway, I digress. The point is, that's number one. Get that done. Number two, you need to continue to fund the HBCUs. You need to make that happen. Number three, you need school choice. We need to be able to send our kids to the best school to get our kids the best education. Number four,
send them to those schools, but they don't deserve federal money.
No, I'm not. We're not going to agree on that. I'm going to keep going to my next point.
Sure.
Number five, we absolutely need we need a return of vocational school. We need a return of vocational school. Trades are out of here. Listen, somebody can graduate high school at 18. They can go and be a journeyman electrician, plumber, construction worker, and in 5 years they can have a 6-figure salary and have little to no debt and be way above the poverty line. And you know what they can do is a concept you and I are big proponents of. Black people in this country will never become something that they themselves do not see. That's the main reason why you went into the medical field. That's the main reason why I'm staying in the medical field. So that's all I'm saying. If we can get those 5 or 6 things done, it would be a victory for Black people.
All right, so I can definitely agree with the form, but like I said, these are things that everyone should want easily.
They should, but it doesn't happen. These are simple things that could completely change the trajectory of Black people as a group in this country, but it does not happen.
What are this is an interesting aspect that what happens to the Republicans who fell in line? What happens to I don't know who you are, Kazim or whatever, but no, you can't join my live on IG. But what happens to the Republicans who played and followed suit? Like Jim Jordan, as early as 8 a.m. this morning, was saying stuff like, this election is corrupt and we need to do whatever it takes. Like, for example, the Chris Christies of the world. Chris Christie doesn't deserve to be on TV right now.
Why is he on TV? Oh my goodness, that dude's a fat idiot. He can go back in his hole in New Jersey and stay there. I never liked this dude ever. Thought he was always fat and incompetent.
Do these people get a pass back into the political world after supporting some of the
if they get voted in, then yes, they do. If somebody votes them in and they win, then yes. Because that's not a political process.
I don't. But even from
you sound like AOC trying to get a list of deplorables together so they'll never have a job or be able to earn a living.
I don't think they should have an earning living in the political world. What up, TTU Sports or TTU Spots? Join us on YouTube. Everybody on IG. I got 13 people on here. Hit us up on IG.
So hold on. So Tori asked a question. So what's the most effective way to get these things done instead of being pessimistic about it? The most effective way to get it done is what Heero's advocating for: applying pressure to politicians. Unfortunately, I don't like relying on them, but unfortunately, we have put ourselves in a position where we have to rely on them. Sorry, that's my phone. That's my wife, Heero. Let me pause.
I got you. So Tori, real quick, want me to mute you, Eric? Mute yourself, Eric.
Please. Yeah. Hold on, Shawnee.
Real quick. So to answer your question, Tori, the easiest way to go about this is being relentless in our approach. Starting today, calling your senators, calling your governors, calling your state representatives, and have a systematic way of laying down what you want to see. You are the change you seek in your own world. Me and Eric said, hey, shout out to Bubblegum Shrimp, my first job ever in Chicago. Used to hold it down for me. Got all the good food afterwards. But the thing that people fail to realize is that when you are put in a position of, and it sounds strange to say, a position where you're not affected by the top dog decisions. The president doesn't directly affect people like me and Eric. It directs family members. It directs friends. It directs people that don't have the fortune of either education, job security, health security, disabilities. It affects them. And those are the people that we vote for. Those are the people we try and help in our elections. And for us, for me personally, I understand that Biden is not going to put himself in a position of power. We have to start attaching ourselves to the liberal voices that are speaking to us. AOC plus 3, the squad, Ilhan Omar, all of them have these ideas. Have these ideas that move our country forward. You have to back them. You have to support them. You have to let them know that without
you don't have to
blindly following them. You have to hold their feet to the fire. Above all else, whoever you support, you have to hold them to the fire. If you cannot turn around and kick their ass as you praise them, then that's a mismatch of faith. You need to make sure that your aggression and your praise are on the same level. Because I'll come for AOC. That's not the hard part for me.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to.
But once again, AOC and her squad have yet to show me any major concerns. They support the things that we are looking for. Like, what more could you ask for in this situation?
They don't support all the things that I believe. They don't.
I mean, but you're not a liberal Democrat.
I'm not a liberal Democrat.
And once again, I say this.
I'm more of a classical liberal, JFK liberal. They have moved. They're way far left of me.
But I feel like after Trump, we need a way left correction.
No. See, this is the problem. The pendulum swings all the way to the right, and to course correct, instead of somebody stopping the pendulum in the center, we want the pendulum to swing all the other way.
Because at this point, there's too much damage to be done. Our planet has been suffering for literally 4 years.
Brother,
he's been trying for 4 years, and he's been gutting Obamacare for 4 years. Taking and stealing healthcare from the weakest people in this country just to get the insurance companies and these hospital conglomerates buyouts.
No, the parts of Obamacare that were absolutely abysmal is, for number one, for somebody like you and I who don't need health care, and we here and I disagree with this. I rarely go to the doctor. Do I have insurance? Yes, I have insurance through my job. Now, here's where here and I will agree. Heero and I do not believe, well, I'm not going to speak for Heero. I'm going to say for me personally, health care should not be tied to human beings' jobs. That is wicked, in my opinion. If basically you get a job, they offer health care, you pretty much get signed up into the healthcare plan, no matter how good or bad it is. I don't think that's it. I think that every human being should have access to affordable health care, and the only way for the healthcare to be affordable is as if these companies have to bid for a government contract every so many years. And at that point, Heero and I know for sure agree on. The only way those companies are going to lower the cost of healthcare is if the government muscles them into doing it. They've been making billions and billions of dollars hand over fist. And you know the crazy thing about how insurance companies work, if people aren't familiar with them, most of them, especially if they're a mutual insurance company, you are technically a part owner. But what they do is they take the premiums that you pay and they go and hedge your illness against what the market's doing. So they are making money hand over fist and taking your premiums, and they're slow to pay you out, most of these major insurance companies, and they fight you tooth and nail for every single penny. When they have to bid for a government contract and it goes to the person with the lowest bid, then that is going to incentivize these companies to do that. Number two, to backdoor that, and Heero and I, because we're in hospitals all the time, what we know is that run sheet that the hospitals have, where they mark up stuff. One of my friends was asking me about that. We just built a new surgery center, and he was asking how us doing surgery in our surgery center versus other hospitals is going to affect our bottom line. I said that run sheet, the hospital, I said they get basic generic medications for pennies, and then they sell it for $200, $300, $400 when it costs them literally a couple bucks. They take a pack of sterile towels with one use that costs like $6, and they mark it up to $100. Here and Heero and I would go on and on about that. But all that to say that we need affordable health care, to Heero's point, to the lowest of the low. But the way that it's going to happen, the way that we know it needs to happen isn't going to happen. So we have to be very forceful about that particular thing.
And obviously we can agree with that because me and you work directly in that system. I want to draw attention. Let's go visit the good old Trump's Twitter page right now, where 2 hours ago he started his first descent into the 5 stages of grief.
I'm pretty sure he's not in grief. I'm telling you, like, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna
the
shrug
first
it
step
off.
is denial.
He's gonna shrug it off.
He still doesn't even understand basic numbers. He didn't win the popular vote.
He didn't win it last time either.
But
he definitely lost out on the electors.
I dare you to tell him that, because he doesn't believe that.
Well, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious.
So he's in the first step, denial. What's the second stage? Bargaining.
He's not gonna bargain. He's gonna bark.
He's gonna bargain with the. You know what I get to do live right now? It's something I've been waiting to do for a long time, which is unfollow Donald Trump. You guys deserve to be free. Free yourselves. You no longer have to worry about his terror. But what I do want to also, let's go back here and then I'll cue this up. I want to cue up some of the best memes and some of the best songs that have been happening. So we'll go back to this main screen. We've talked about now what a Joe Biden presidency needs to be. We talked about and we've already sort of elaborated on how he's not going to have a peaceful transition.
But who cares though? Listen, he has an expiration date at this point, it seems like. So it doesn't matter if he has a peace. Why are people expecting him to be something that we know he's incapable of being? I told you, if I lost to Joe Biden, man, I'm lying, bro. I'm out. Listen, I'm obviously not cut out for this. Like, I lost to this.
Do you see him running in 2024?
Nah, I think he's done with this.
Do you think the Republican Party can separate themselves from him?
Listen, this is the last. I think this is going to be the last Republican president we see for quite a while.
We talked about this. I think the next Republican president is going to be a minority, preferably Hispanic.
No, it will be a black dude before it's or a black woman before it's a Hispanic.
The Republican Party is going to have to change its whole identity before they can get Candace Owens to stand up there. But it's not going to matter as long as their messaging is the same.
Run for public office. She makes too much money to go run
as
for
a
public
sellout.
Office. I mean,
as an entertainer. My bad. She's an entertainer.
There we go. That's a better choice of words. I don't think she's a sellout. I just think.
Thanks, Jess. Anger is the second step. We're gonna see that for sure. What's bargaining and then acceptance.
But the good doc says they don't have to be in order, and I completely agree with that. Some
this
people,
is true.
I mean, again with this guy, to anger first, then to denial, and then to bargaining, and then I forget the fourth step, and then eventually he'll get there. Or honestly, he may just like, hey, listen, the country's in bad hands, but you know what? I'm gonna go off and be an international businessman. I mean, this dude's finna go make so much money not being the president.
Do you think he leaves the country?
If I was him, I would. Like I would still have
to
a
avoid
home
persecution or just judgment.
As a judgment against the country, I was like, because here's my thing, like exactly what I was saying earlier. I need to hedge against what I know is inevitable here. The farther we move to the left, the easier it is for people to accept and adopt policies that have failed in other countries, and that's completely okay. If it can be tapered, and I'm gonna lean on Heero's altruism and faith in human beings that I obviously don't possess. I'm going to hope. Shout out to the doc. She said depression. Well, listen, that one might come on December 1st. No, because he has to wait 30 days. Wisconsin's going to make him wait till December 1.
The last campaign stop from Joe Biden. He went to his childhood home.
December at least. But again, all that to say, here and I know we have to apply pressure. But what I don't want to see this country go is I don't want this country to swing so far to the left that we allow authoritarianism to reign supreme. Because as it stands right now, Black people don't have really much I won't say much. We don't have as much as we could have. We need to take this next 4 years at least and do everything we can to move the needle up for ourselves as a group. And if we can do that, then we can start buying some politicians, start raising up some attorneys, start having more doctors like Miss Asia here. We need to be raising up these kind of people. We need infrastructure in our communities. And if this is the guy to do it, screw it. Let him do it.
I have it queued up here. Some of the great memes, because Octashoe makes a point. Octashoe made a great point. There have been some great memes, and a lot of them have been brought to you in part by Trump's page. So I'm going to turn us down a little bit, and I'm going to play this first one.
Is that Putin on the keys?
Yeah.
He's rolled my trigger, now he's dead. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you behind today. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all.
Projecting in winter, we can say that Joe Biden is.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scarabouche, when you do the fun, done go. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening me. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Sparing his life from his monstrosity.
He served 3
easy
decades
come,
in the
easy
Senate.
go, will you let me go? Build a wall, no, we will not let you go. Build a wall, we will not let you go. Build a wall, we will not let you go. Let me go, not let you go, let me go, not let you go, let me go. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. The angels and the devil would have stood for me, for me, for me.